Your home is one of your largest assets. So even if you've paid off your mortgage, insuring your home is a good idea. Homeowners insurance is a very broad topic, so let's stick to the basics and I'll give you 10 tips for you regarding your homeowners insurance. The amount you insure your home for controls a number of factors. It controls whether you get replacement cost coverage on your home and the amount you must insure your personal stuff for to receive replacement cost coverage on your stuff. It controls how much automatic coverage you have on other building structures and how much additional living expenses will be allowed in case a claim forces you out of your home. Your home's value can also affect the amount of your deductible. So establishing the replacement cost of your home is the beginning point. Now, almost all insurance companies have computer programs that will calculate your replacement cost, and the process takes less than 5 minutes. Remember, insurance policies deal with replacement cost, which is how much it would cost to rebuild your home. Many times there is a substantial difference in replacement cost and the market value of your home. Once you know your replacement cost, you can acquire quotes. The first tip is you need to understand is there is a lot of different homeowners policies. The most common forms are variations of the Texas Homeowners Form B, A, and A+, along with the similar ISO Forms 1, 2, and 3. You would think that the A+ is superior to the A, which is better than the B. This statement is false. The Form B is far superior to the Form A and A+. The reason is the Form A and A+ policies are named peril policies. This means that the Form A policy will list what perils are covered. The Form B is different. The Form B is an all risk with exclusion policy regarding the dwelling. This means that the Form B policy says your dwelling loss is covered unless the loss is excluded, and then the exclusions and limitations are listed. This might not seem like a big deal, but it is. The claims like water damage that are covered under a Form B but not under a Form A are frequent and some very severe. Since the Form B covers more perils, the Form B may be more expensive. And if your budget does not allow you to have a Form B, consider raising your deductible. A higher deductible Form B will generally outperform a Form A. But if you're set on the Form A, that's fine. It's your choice. Just don't get upset with your agent if a $25,000 claim is denied under the Form A but would have been covered by the Form B. Now the ISO forms are similar. The ISO Form 3 is superior to the 1 or 2 and is comparable to a Form B. Tip number 2. Know your deductibles. There are 2 deductibles, one for wind and hail and the other for all other perils. We've noticed that some of the carriers have increased their clients' wind and hail deductibles to as much as 5%. That would be a $10,000 deductible on a $200,000 home. Now we're okay with large deductibles as long as that is what you want and the savings justify the increased deductible. Going from a 1% to a 2% deductible will save you a considerable amount in premium. But the savings of a 3, 4, or 5% deductible over the 2% deductible is not as significant. Tip number 3. Know your coverage limitations. For instance, many policies have a $500 limit on the theft of jewelry. The limit can easily be increased by an endorsement, or a separate policy on the jewelry can be bought. Many of the policy limitations and exclusions therefore can be altered by endorsements. Tip number 4. Many insurance companies automatically increase your dwelling amount at renewal. If your house value is overinsured, then you are paying for insurance that you will not get paid for unless you have a total loss. And your agent can do a replacement cost estimator quickly. So every few years your insuring value needs to be reassessed. Tip number 5. Currently, most insurance companies exclude the wind and hail in the coastal areas. Then a separate policy for the wind and hail is provided through the Texas Windstorm Insurance Association. Be sure you use an agent that is familiar with the TWIA's rules and guidelines like our agency. We've been dealing with the TWIA since its inception. Tip number 6. Make sure your agent knows of all structures other than your home on your property. There is an automatic coverage for other structures, but you need to make sure the amount is not exceeded by the other structure's value. Tip number 7. A homeowner's policy does not cover rising water, so consider getting flood insurance. You can learn more about flood insurance by going to the flood section. Tip number 8. In case of a claim, particularly if it includes a roof claim, and you are in a coastal area, use local contractors. Coastal counties have rules imposed by the Texas Windstorm Insurance Association. Your local contractor should be aware of these rules and inspection requirements. Tip number 9. A homeowner's policy includes personal liability. Increase your personal liability to a minimum of $300,000 per occurrence. Personal liability is very reasonably priced. The most common personal liability claim is dog bites. And as a result, many insurance companies will not insure your personal liability for certain breed of dogs or if your pet has a biting history. Tip number 10. The following items may limit your ability to properly insure your home. First, poor maintenance of your property. Second, older homes without updated plumbing and electrical. Swimming pools with diving boards or slides. Trampolines, and dog breeds that are perceived as aggressive, such as pit bulls, Dobermans, Rottweilers, and Chows. So basically, get a Texas Homeowners Form B or an ISO Form 3. Make any necessary endorsements and get a good agency. I hope this helps you.